External female genital organs. Here it is labia pudenzi majora, and space between them, all of this space, that is rima pudenzi, pudendal cleft. And here it is labia pudenzi minora, and space between them, that is vestibulum vagina. And into the vestibule, what opens? Here it is ostium vagina, and this opening is ostium urethra externum. Labia pudenzi minora in the region of clitoris subdivides into two crus. Lateral crus surround head of the clitoris and makes preputium clitoris. Here it is preputium clitoris. And medially, not very clear to see here, that is medial crus mediale. Here it is the same, and both of them join together and attach to the head of clitoris and forms frenulum clitoris. Here it is frenulum clitoris, here it is preputium clitoris, and here it is head of the clitoris. Here it is. What else? That is labia pudenzi minora, and that is vestibulum vagina, that is frenulum clitoris, that is head of the clitoris, and here it is preputium clitoris. This blue color, that is venous plexus, which correspond to corpus spongiosum of male penis. You know that corpus spongiosum, it is unpaired structure, and corpus cavernosum is paired. In female, corpus cavernosum participate in clitoris, and like penis, clitoris has crus dextrum and crus sinistrum. They attach to ramus inferior ossis pubis, and head glans clitoris. But corpus spongiosum in female subdivides into two structures. They are bulbus vestibuli. It is paired, and this bulbus vestibuli at the base of labia pudenzi minora. Here it is glandula vestibularis major, that is a mucous gland or Bartholean gland, and duct from this gland opens into vestibulum vagina. Some words about perineum. Perineum, that is complex of muscles and fascia, which is closed outlet from true pelvis. And perineum subdivides into pelvic diaphragm and urogenital diaphragm. Pelvic diaphragm is wider and consists of musculus levator ani. Here it is largest muscle of perineum, that is musculus levator ani, and here it is sphincter ani externus and musculus coccygulus. They are three muscles of pelvic diaphragm: levator ani, sphincter ani externus, and musculus coccygulus. And all of these muscles supplies with two fascia. One fascia, it is above of these muscles, from the surface of pelvis, true pelvis, that is fascia diaphragmatis pelvis superior, and here it is fascia diaphragmatis pelvis inferior. And urogenital diaphragm, here it is urogenital diaphragm. This diaphragm consists of deep muscles and superficial. Deep muscle is musculus transversus Perinei profundus, that is deep transverse muscle of perineum. And this muscle, in place where urethra pass through this muscle, it is surround urethra and makes musculus sphincter urethra. And three superficial muscles: musculus transversus Perinei superficialis, musculus ischio cavernosus, and musculus bulbus spongiosus, here and here. Last muscle, musculus bulbus spongiosus, in female has another name, musculus constrictor cunei. Musculus constrictor cunei in female, and musculus bulbus spongiosus, that is another name of the same muscle. Urogenital diaphragm has three fascia. One fascia that is above of deep transverse muscle. Here it is fascia diaphragmatis urogenitalis superior. This fascia, fascia diaphragmatis urogenitalis inferior, it separates deep and superficial muscles. And last fascia, it closed all superficial muscles. It is fascia Perineum superficialis. That is why in pelvic diaphragm we have 2 fascia, in urogenital diaphragm 3 fascia. Here it is, we can see fossa. Fossa ischiorectalis, that is space between tuberous hiaticum laterally, medially that is levator ani and sphincter ani externus, anteriorly transversus perineum superficialis and profundus, and this space closed with the help of fat tissue, and name of this fat tissue, paraproctus. Do you remember? Paraproctitis, that is inflammation in this region. Some words about fascia. It is only for your understanding. Look here. That is pelvic diaphragm. Diaphragma pelvis. That is pelvic diaphragm. It consists of musculus levator ani, and here it is musculus sphincter ani externus. And this pelvic diaphragm supplies, here it is fascia diaphragmatis pelvis superior, and here it is fascia diaphragmatis pelvis inferior. Now, urogenital diaphragm. It consists of deep muscle, that is musculus transversus perineum profundus, and 3 superficial muscles, fascia or musculus transversus perineum superficialis, musculus bulbus spongiosus, and ischia cavernosus, all of them here. And urogenital diaphragm consists of superior fascia of urogenital diaphragm, fascia diaphragmatis urogenitalis superior, inferior fascia of urogenital diaphragm, fascia diaphragmatis urogenitalis inferior, and superficial fascia of perineum, fascia perineum superficialis. Here it is fascia perineum superficialis, and here it is fascia diaphragmatis pelvis inferior. This fascia, inferior fascia of urogenital diaphragm, it is in space between deep transverse muscle and all of these superficial muscles, and 1 fascia above of deep transverse muscle. I think that is all. In male, the same muscles, that is levator ani, sphincter ani externus, here it is coccygeus muscle, transversus perineum superficialis, the transversus perineum profundus, ischia cavernosus, and bulbus spongiosus. They are the same. And here it is fossa ischiorectalis. Next Monday we'll mini-examine respiratory and urogenital. On Thursday you will answer external female genital organs and perineum, and next Monday mini-exam, and it will consist of written test and oral answer on preparates. Do you know what is it? Seminal vesicle, and here it is. And what is it? Ureter, and here it is urethra, and that is prostate gland. And what is this part of apex? Here it is fundus, and that is corpus. That is uterus. Here it is ovary, that is fallopian tube. Here it is round ligament of the uterus, round ligament. Testis, and look here, that is sinus epididymitis. What is it? Is it right or left? Right testis. And what is it? No, funiculus spermaticus. And only one structure in this funiculus spermaticus, only here it is, that is ductus deferens. What I take now? Glans penis. And this part of glans penis, that is corona glandis. and posterior part of corpus spongiosum, that is bulbus penis. Bulbus penis. What is this lung? Is it right or left? Two lungs, or two lobes. That is why it is left lung, and the root of the left lung superiorly we have artery, then bronchi, here and here two veins. Here it is bronchial tree, trachea, bronchus principalis sinister, dexter, here it is bronchiolabaris. What I take now? Thyroid gland. Here it is isthmus of thyroid gland, and that is pyramidal lobe, lobus pyramidalis. And posteriorly here it is parathyroid gland, here and here. What is this cartilage of the larynx, here and here? That is arytenoid cartilage. Here it is cricoid, that is epiglottis. Hide bone, thyroid cartilage. Adjutus, laryngeus. Okay. Today that is all.